fun few days here in Paris. On to Switzerland. Just checked into the Airbnb. This is a beautiful, charming little place. Look at this. Looks out over this courtyard. There's tons of shops and ice cream places, desserts. Kitchen. Little secret compartment over here. All right, first things first. Food. Food is very much needed right now. You get out. Oh, it's so lively. There's literally a cafe right outdoor. There's a gelato place that looks like it's gonna be amazing because there's a line of people outside. So there's these fountains everywhere. I think people just drink. Yeah, you just drink it. Just fill up your water bottle here. There's St. Pierre Cathedral up there. Random carousel there. This town is gorgeous. Wow, this water is so clean. You can see the bottom of this. It's just so dramatically different than the Seine and the Thames. Wow. Look at this. There's swans just hanging out down there. Found a Chinese restaurant not far from the hotel, right next to the red light district. That was an interesting walk. This is really good. Garlic prawns over vermicelli noodles, super garlicky, tons of scallions. Flavor is awesome. As much as I enjoy the French food, I gotta have Chinese food at least once a week. This is the beef stir fry with chilies. Oh, like how beautiful that is. This thing, I hope it's gonna light a fire in my belly. Oh, this Chinese restaurant is really good. First of all, Geneva is such a beautiful city. It's clean. The structures are beautiful. This place, at least these two dishes, is comparable to pretty much the best Chinese food restaurants I've had outside of China. I'm glad I snagged a seat. They're actually completely booked out. Everything's reserved, so this is the last table that they had open. Beefy, tons of garlic, super spicy because loaded with spicy chilies and ginger too. Use some of that, sip on some tea. One more dish is coming. Also, I just want to say, I had the same dish. I ordered the same dish in Dubai. Not nearly as good as it is here. Also, the shrimp, this is fresh. This is plump, it's juicy, it's sweet. Classic fatty beef and golden soup. Enoki mushrooms. This broth is like, it's thicker. Tons of fatty beef, tons of chilies. It's good, but it's missing the pickled, sour pickled vegetables, which usually gives it a vinegary flavor. Beef is fatty, the sprouts are nice and crunchy. There's some vinegar. Vinegar added. Now we're in business. So lucky to find something incredibly authentic and delicious here in Geneva. If you ever come here, check this place out. The vermicelli noodle shrimp, probably the best I had maybe ever. Stir-fried beef is amazing. Fatty beef is good. I would add some vinegar, make it even better. Great first meal here in Geneva. It's so cool to just step out of the Airbnb right into Middletown. And this is the way to the restaurant up this whole passageway. Right to the foot of St. Pierre Cathedral. First official meal here in Switzerland. The plate is really cool. A little slot for your fondue fork. Got the bread. Basically, they bring you a loaf of bread and you just break it up yourself and dip it into the cheese. Got the traditional fondue with a hint of blue cheese. So there's gonna be a tiny bit of funk to it. Thank you. Platter of dry meats that's shaped like a bouquet with bacon in the middle, dry beef on the outside. Oh, it smells so good. So the cheese is not too salty, slightly salty, tiny bit sweet, very nutty. Oh, especially the toasted part. Perfect with the soft potatoes. That toasted part of the raclette, yeah, that's the best part. A little bitterness as well, added to the flavor profile. It's a simple but elegant dish. To cleanse your palate a little pickles, shallots, and you're ready for the next bite. And with the fondue, bread, break it off. Stab it with your fondue fork, in it goes. That's a very strong cheese. Not really pungent, again, very nutty. You can definitely taste the wine in the cheese, giving a lot of body, a lot of depth. The bread has to be a little stale, otherwise it wouldn't work dipping it in. Overall, my first bite, this thing's kind of addictive. I mean, I've eaten tons of hot pots, Chinese hot pots in my day. Never had anything like this. This is really delicious. A little bit of the cured bacon. Stab that with the fork. Dunk it in. Even better with the cured meats. This bacon is amazing. So thin, tons of fat, seasoned marvelously. That's a melt in your mouth. Piece of sliced bacon with such a nice fatty aftertaste. And the cured beef, look at this, paper thin. Look at that, I can see right through this. Oh, that pretty much melts in your mouth as well. Big beefy flavor, a little smoky. Dip that in the cheese. The meat goes perfect with the bread. And add the cheese to it, creates more of the bite is creamy, it's meaty, it's smoky, it's nutty with a hint of sweetness and so much amazing texture. Creamy texture from the cheese, the crunch from that bread crust, and that melt in your mouth of bacon and beef. I just want to dip everything. Let's go ahead and dip a pickle in here. I don't know if this is something I'm supposed to do or not, but cheesy pickle. Delicious, why not? Got a bowl of potatoes. Ooh. I think potato is one of my favorite things to dip. I'm pretty much eating a Swiss cheese hot pot right now, and I'm loving this. Like I said, the cheese is borderline addictive. Like whenever that flavor kind of dissipates from your mouth, whether it's from a bite of pickle or just a sip of water. You want your taste buds to experience all that right away. Dry beef and bread covered in cheese. So happy with my first fondue experience. Well, Swiss fondue experience. Actually happened in Switzerland. In Geneva, it's actually known for the city to go to for fondue. Part of the reason why we're here. Just to be able to sit here, eating this boiling pot of delicious cheese, dipping in bread and meat, potatoes and pickles and whatever else in such a historical area. I mean, this is an experience of a lifetime. Best part of the fondue is at the very end, you scrape the bottom and you get this little bit of burnt cheese. That is a fitting conclusion. So now it's gonna walk around, go get the dessert fondue and just, you know, take it cheesy. Swiss fondue day continues. This time, meat fondue. I mean, we had to go home and change because after walking around, it's so sweaty. Anyway, beef fondue comes with a bag of fries, 4 sauces, garlic sauce, béarnaise sauce, garlic cocktail sauce, and tartar sauce. Meat fondue, really simple. Take the beef, put it on your fondue fork, into the oil. So it's pretty much a fried meat fondue. So you don't really cook this for that long. I think the way she cooked it was maybe about a minute. Yeah, that's raw. I didn't cook this long enough. This place is really cool. Like a traditional setting, live music. All right, I think this is ready. Dip this in some of the garlic cocktail sauce. The garlic sauce is amazing. When the beef comes out of the fondue, the outside has a thin layer of crunch, inside juicy, tender. Eat that with some of the fries, dunk it in the garlic sauce. Yeah, the garlic sauce is definitely the best sauce. The fries are really good too. This is a pretty good meal. Some of the fondue restaurants here, they have an option called Chinese fondue, which is pretty much just Chinese hot pot. It is unlimited. Definitely will try that out if we're staying here longer. Honestly, between the meat and cheese fondue, as much as I love meat, I like the cheese fondue better. Cheese in this country is just extraordinary. Ah, perfectly cooked. Also, what's great about having the hot oil is when your fries get a little cold, just put it back in, fry it up. We should have gotten another cheese fondue, just so you can keep the beef and the cheese together. Kind of realized that a little too late. But there's one more fondue coming up. All right, the meat fondue was done. That was delicious. I am really, really curious as to how the people of Switzerland, because I heard people tell me that fondue is something people eat all the time here. How is everyone so fit? I have no idea how this is happening. Everyone in Switzerland looks like they run marathons. I mean, does Swiss cheese give you superpowers? Is that what it is? Is that what that S stands for in front of Superman's chest? Anyway, chocolate fondue coming up. Here we are, chocolate fondue time. Comes with apples, oranges, kiwi, banana, pineapple, and Swiss chocolate. It's just so satisfying to watch the dark chocolate just completely envelop the piece of fruit. Should have waited till the chocolate heated up a little more, but that chocolate is freaking delicious. You can tell this is good quality chocolate. Bitter, a little sweet. It's so absolutely melty. And that paired up with all the different fruits. Banana chocolate obviously is good. Pineapple and chocolate. Oh, that chocolate with some sweet citrusy juice. That's better than the banana. The ones with a burst of juice covered in this chocolate, they're the best ones. But the chocolate itself is not all that sweet. So a lot of the sweet flavor is coming from the fruit itself. So nothing is too sweet about this fondue. If you ever tried this in Switzerland, this is highly addictive. Both the cheese and the chocolate one. I mean, the beef one is good, but when it comes to fondue, you gotta get cheese or chocolate involved. I just had the cheese fondue earlier today. I want it again tonight. There's just something extremely addictive about that. And now this chocolate too, wow. I'm just gonna enjoy the music and the rest of my chocolate fondue. As always, I'll place that link to listen down below for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again, See you later.